Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County from Las Vegas. Vegas, baby.
We're here in Las Vegas for BravoCon.
Yes. And we're very happy that we caught that episode tonight on at 7:30 Vegas time.
Yes, we're like, oh, OC, let's go up and watch it. It'll be on at 8. No, it was not on at 8.
Do we just take it for granted that it's on at 8 everywhere? Like,
you would think.
It has to be some weird Vegas hotel, like, satellite dish stuff.
I think there was a time it was like kind of like it was loading at one point. So I think it's, yeah.
It's just off kilter.
Yeah.
But we're very fortunate, one, that we're here at BravoCon.
Yes.
And that, two, we got to catch the episode tonight. Otherwise, we'd have to, boo-hoo us. We'd have to go to Las Vegas, enjoy BravoCon for 3 days, and then go home and watch Orange County after the fact. We're so put upon.
Oh, my gosh. Like, just problems.
99
problems, and OC ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if any of you watch this and you are here at BravoCon, please, if you see us during the course of the convention, please stop us, say hi. We'd love to talk to you. If you're not here at BravoCon and you just want to talk to us, you can always email us, Scott or Jeff, at husbandswatchinghousewives.com. Remember, that's Jeff, Geoff.
It's fancy.
Or as the front desk person, like, didn't even dare to say it.
She was about to say Geoff. I've gotten Geoff for 46 years in my life. It's okay. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah. Are you okay with that now? Or?
No, not really. I just accepted it.
What if it's like, our fans call you Geoff? Would that be okay? Like,
I mean, it'd be great to have fans. But no, do not call me. Okay. I have a friend from high school that will, like, every year on Facebook, because I'm still on Facebook because I'm old, will say, happy birthday, Geoff, because that's what she, and she'll spell it out like Geoff. It's fine.
Got it.
It's okay.
Yeah. I experienced recently, and we'll get to the show, we promise. Yeah. I experienced recently someone asking if my name was Scott with double O's.
Oh,
yeah, and no. I normally I would say no. That's the word scoot. That's not Scott at all. But I get how people get there. I get it. The same way you get why people end up with Geoff, but still.
Or just spell my name as with a J. But no, Scoot and Scott. That's just no one is named Scoot. You could be Scooter, but you're a douchebag who did Taylor Swift wrong, and we don't like.
We don't like that at all. So.
Was it Skeeter or was it Scooter the Muppet?
There was Scooter, and then Skeeter was the Muppet Baby sister.
Right.
Two of them. We forget about Muppet Baby.
Scooter was, he's like he's the backstage stage manager. Yes. Oh, I love Scooter. His green jacket.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I always was partial to Scooter myself until I realized I was Beaker.
Right. Which would make me Dr. Honeydew.
Yeah. Bunsen Honeydew.
Bunsen Honeydew.
Honeydew. Right. We should do that for Halloween sometime then.
We should. Maybe. I'm not putting on green makeup, though.
We just don't do Halloween is the problem.
No, we're not those gays. We're Christmas gays.
We're Christmas gays. We do. True, yes. Maybe one day if we ever have children, we'll do it. And they can be Gonzo.
They could be Gonzo.
Something. We'll find another.
Or Scooter. Put a little green.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
so cute. So anyway, yes, if you're here at BravoCon, say hi. If you're not at BravoCon, follow us at all of our social media. We're going to be posting things throughout the weekend. Not as much as we intend to. We really want to do a lot, but, best way to plan.
But also, just be in the moment and not,
right.
Because who knows, and we'll go to another BravoCon and do VIP and all the things. And it's a lot. Money wise.
I really hope tomorrow we can do a flip screen thing where you're jumping around like Daffy, like woohoo, BravoCon, and you're just like enjoying every moment of it. Because right now you're downplaying it. You're kind of like, oh, okay, it'll be nice.
Right. I'm really, I don't know what it was just traveling and doing stuff outside our normal schedule, but I was telling you, I was very anxious today, and I don't know why, it should be great, you don't have to work for 2 days, and you're going to Vegas, and you're going to see Bravo celebrities, you're going to be with your husband, it's going to be delightful, and I was just super anxious, but now I'm settled down a bit, getting a bit more, a little bit anticipating tomorrow. I think once we're there and, doing all the things and seeing everybody, and so...
We'll be in the moment.
Yeah,
we'll be.
I'm excited to see my two favorite OC people, Katie and Tamra, tomorrow.
Well,
Or
I'm
our
excited
first.
to see all of them. But
Oh, for sure. But like that's our first photo op. That's why I bring that up.
yeah. No, he asked me a really good question earlier, dear listeners.
Dear listeners, dear lies.
No, I'm thinking now of Bridgerton, like, oh, dear listener, dear reader. No, like, what will we say to them when we, meet them? But, pretty much I'll say you're fantastic and we, love you on the show. We, love what you're doing.
Yes.
Also, like, this sort of thing is like, I would like to meet someone who's going to walk up and be like, you're the worst. That'd be so awful if someone did
like,
that.
why would you?
There must be people that
They're going to waste their photo op just to go say shit to Tamra Judge.
Yeah, I think.
They're going to be like, whatever, Tamra Grudge.
Yeah.
And like, this is for Shannon.
Yeah. And they're like, let's say throw spaghetti at her. I don't know why.
Throw spaghetti.
It just seems like a harmless thing. Yeah, we were talking about noodles earlier.
Yeah.
So anyway, we should get on to the reunion.
Yes.
While I'm here giving blood on this table.
I gotta say, like, it didn't really get good until the end. Like, only when they started talking about Katie and Jenn, and then when Matt came out.
Well,
but we can start from the beginning.
Well, there was a whole stretch in the middle where they were just like, lack of a better term, like just blowing smoke up each other's ass. Like, oh, you're so great. Haha, wasn't it funny? And they were talking about things that happened like 10 years ago.
Well, no, they're always, because ever since fucking... Sorry.
It's fine.
Ever since Gretchen came back, it's all been about what happened 15 years ago, and I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
But no, the beginning episode, it was just what happened maybe 10 years ago with the fatty photo. I am so done with this fatty photo that Gina made a thing when she used fatty photo. Like, she coined the term.
Right.
Tamra didn't. Was she being shady? Yes, as she admits to. Was it? We know what she was saying. Like, Jenn changed herself, possibly to like fit into OC. Part of it, it's like to be whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I do think she might have had, gumption to be on the show, which isn't a bad thing.
Right.
But it just,
as Andy points out.
Yeah.
When we watched it originally, and she showed the photo, it was definitely like a moment of like, oh, is she trying to body shame her? Which I think there's a hint of it.
Yeah.
I think you can't avoid it. But I really think that like the overall point she was trying to make was she's changed a lot, and she's changed herself to look more like Tamra, and as Andy pointed out, the quintessential Orange County woman.
Right.
Like, that's not who she was when she
came from the Midwest, and she was with Will, and whatever.
Now, I don't think there's any way you can get to that point without going by way of also she, has a noticeable body change. But I don't think that's what Tamra was going for.
No,
I think she should have thought twice about trying to go where she was going, realizing that it would go past body shape.
I wouldn't have gone with a single white female thing because you just don't have enough people in the audience on your side to support that.
And it's also just dumb.
It's just dumb because like even you back in the day, like we just watched an episode, it came on right after the reunion of like, I think season 3 Tamra, she looked like the quintessential OC housewife. Right. So it's not, she wasn't trying to be Tamra. Who cares they lived on the same street? I can't support Tamra in that. I don't care if she lived on the same street as you. She wasn't trying to single white female you. I just think she had a glow up.
Yeah. And
for whatever reasons, she's happy with how she looks and who she is right now and who she is with and, trying to have a good co-parenting thing with Will. So I'm not shitting on Jenn for any of that. I'll shit on Jenn for other things when we get to the Katie of it all.
Right.
Well, maybe not shit on her. That's a harsh way of saying it. But
also save that for OnlyFans, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no. So I don't have beef with Jenn in any of those.
So one of my problems is that like Jenn proved a number of points of like, you didn't even live on that street when I lived near that street. So why are you bringing it up? All these different things that like were clearly a stretch for Tamra to have like connected the dots in the way that she did. And like I'd much rather Tamra have not just gone there. Like she could have proven the point in 20 other different ways, but like she seemed very desperate to like glue it all together somehow.
To hang her hat on all of that. I think just say you just don't like her.
Yeah.
And, she bugs you and
it was clearly a moment of production where she was trying to produce things like even the whole,
here's such a thing.
Like watching it back, it was really was kind of when Tamra was like, she had it put in. No, having extensions put in is an ordeal. It's a process. And they've both admitted the fact that, like, it was just like, oh, these are Tamara's, and they stuck it in, like, real quick.
Right. They're like clip-ons. It wasn't like sewn into her head.
Not like she made an appointment and was like, hey,
give me the Tamra.
I have these my friend who I really like. I have her hair extensions. Could you put them in my head?
Because I don't want to buy any new ones.
Right, because that's what Tamra makes it sound like. And so it's one thing for Tamra to be like, okay, yeah, you're right, after the fact, but it just was stupid to go there in the first place, and it makes Tamra look thirsty and desperate in a way that I don't think she truly needs to be.
No, like there's other things to criticize Jenn for.
Right.
Her lack of a backbone, her flip-flopping, her not being a good friend, her obvious lying, her pretend amnesia.
Right.
Many things. Single white female is not one of them.
Right.
So I think I'm glad she apologized. Let's move on. Let's never bring it up again. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, and then there was like, let's hijinks and fun stuff that the Housewives did together. And I'm like, I don't care about any of that. Yeah. I don't care about Shannon almost falling off of a bike. I don't care about Shannon needs a bathroom break. I don't care about Shannon like is eating shredded chicken. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like that, like there's really nothing here until we get to the Katie and Jenn of it all.
But even before all that happens, what was going on during the break? What was with talking about Nicole or some other person?
Nicole is the wife or partner or wherever of the friend of Ryan's that went to jail, I think, for the bookkeeping.
Yes.
Not bookkeeping. Bookkeeping.
Yes.
The
bookkeeping.
Yes.
That was kind of funny when Jenn was like, I guess she was driving him to prison. Prison. It was just like weird.
She didn't even like, Shannon said, are you going to bring it up? And she didn't bring it up unless we see it in part 3.
I imagine we will see it in part 3.
Yeah.
Although it seems like most of the Katie stuff they're done with by the end of this episode. Like the next episode seems...
It's all about that Tamra thing, the Gretchen thing, and Gretchen fake crying and Tamra like flipping out because of this blogger accusation.
And then next week we'll also have Emily and Tamra going at it a little bit.
Which I can't wait for that.
I really can't
wait.
I want to know what's behind all that. I want to just...
I feel like Tamra feels let down by Emily, and so she's being petty about the whole, your show sucked, and we had to like, save it by putting it on our channel and like helping you out.
Right.
So I think that's what she's doing.
That's unfortunate. I'd much rather Tamra like make her point with legitimate things than going for the low hanging.
Well, but she went
fruit.
But it's fun though. But I think also they went there and they talked about the whole I don't trust you thing, and Limley made valid points. So
yeah. So
it was the only valid point she made.
Katie and Jenn of it all. Or Matt comes out, really, right?
Well, it's versus Katie and Jenn to begin with it. I feel that Katie, they were real friends, and Katie supported the shit out of Jenn last season.
Right, defended her.
And Jenn didn't give her that. Jenn wants to fit in with the other girls.
Right.
So as soon as like everyone flipped on Katie, she's like, well, I can't touch that. That's just, and then my new best friend Gretchen, I got to toe the line.
Yeah.
Because they were towing that line.
Oh, don't even get me started on toe the line, because fast forward, I think that Gretchen is hanging her hat on. We didn't actually say toe the line. Those are your words, because she said it numerous times while everyone was screaming.
I believe Slade did.
I just
whatever.
really cannot
But yeah,
stand.
I just think, going back, I just think Jenn just wasn't a good friend to her, and let her hang out to dry. And like, I'm questioning things, Katie. I'm questioning who you are. I don't know who you are. Or like, if I do miss you, and the simple question is, do you miss her or not? No, you don't miss her, because she doesn't serve your purpose anymore.
Right.
So
I will say something Katie said was a little bit sus. And it was, I don't know the exact words, but it was along the lines of, I agreed with you because that's what friends do.
Yeah.
But she was kind of saying it as though I agreed with you even though I knew what you're saying wasn't true. So it was kind of the thing that Salt Lake had gotten into a little bit when Bad Weather started having like a little rift a few seasons ago of like, oh, I expected you to back me up even though you knew I was lying.
Because that's what friends do.
Because that's what friends do, which is not true. I don't believe that friends do that. Friends call you out on your shit and tell you, no, you're fucking lying. So in that regard, I do worry that maybe Katie may have been expecting Jenn to just go along with a handful of things she said that maybe not have been true, but I still think overall Katie was telling more of the truth and was saying more of the gist of things. Maybe how she was getting there because of the convoluted nature of she was trying to still support Jenn or Gretchen at the time and not throw Gretchen under the bus.
Right.
Like it would have been easier to get where they were going had Jenn just agreed with Katie, and they might have all gotten to a place where Gretchen turned out smelling like a rose. All three of them smelled like a rose. But because Jenn didn't go ahead and support this one departure, you know what I'm saying?
I think it came down to that, like, Katie was collateral damage, and the four of them, Jenn, Ryan, Gretchen, Slade, were like, we're on this team now. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is already pissed at Katie for talking to bloggers. Let's let her hang out to dry and, screw her, basically.
Yeah.
And I think, Jenn was like, that's what I'm being told. I want to stay on the show and, whatever. So I just don't think she was a good friend. Although I see what Katie was saying, skipping it to the end a little bit about, you screwed me out of a paycheck, but I wouldn't have said it because everyone screwed you.
Yeah, Jenn, and that's immediately where everyone went, too, because apparently Emily started shouting some stuff out of it made it seem like Katie confronted her about it, too. So
I think, it's had Jenn stuck by Katie, would there have been more of a place for her? Possibly. But everyone was just so on this team of she's a liar. The lie detector proved it. Like, she's the worst that ever could worse. She's recording people and, we have to be done with her.
But that is the point that Katie was making, is that had you just agreed with me on one point, I might have been able to stick around. And so that does come off a little desperate sounding on Katie's behalf. But at the same time, where I ultimately land, and I think a lot of the fans do, and I think what makes this so unsettling is that I think it's just very obvious from a common sense sort of way that Katie is right. Katie is telling the truth. She may not have always told the truth about everything, but about this she is, and people can tell in their bones that she is. And so the other problem I'm having is Andy could have been a lot more decisive about this and done a lot more to...
He could have stepped in, like,
I mean, he could have just come in and said, like, this is bullshit. This is my opinion, but he's trying to play both sides of the fence.
He can't do that.
But just so dumb, though, because he's the executive producer of the show.
Right, but he can't
totally do that.
But no, he can't. He has to, like, he can't pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he definitely can be, like, give a face and, like, throw some shade here, i.e. Slade doesn't stray away from the camera. Right. But he can't just come out and say, like, I don't think this is right. This is bullshit.
He can, and he does all the time. And so I think he could in this case if he really wanted to.
He may not want to. I think they may be done with Katie, which I think
is an HR violation.
No, I think he's just done. I think they may all just be done with Katie, which really pisses me off because she's a very interesting person, and I want to know more about her life. I want to go with her to Korea to meet family members. I think she has something that is just a great. I don't know. I think she. Yeah. I'm not saying.
C'est quoi?
Just. I don't know. I just really like her, and in her vibe, and I think she's definitely made things muddier than they should have been. But I think, given another season, another chance, she could do much better. And I think she is showing another point of view. Mm-hmm. And also, I'm not saying she needs to be there because she's a minority, but it's nice having a woman of color on this white girl cast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, OC is the whitest show. And I know that reflects OC. The place, but there are people of color there.
Well, there's plenty. I mean, a lot of parts of Orange County are, like, Irvine has a very heavy, I think it's an Indian population. I might have the specific nationality incorrect. But yeah, I mean.
But why did it take so long to have an Asian cast member? Like, it's just, they're out there. They're people of color. Like, Tamra tried to get, a black woman on the show. And
she was great. The real estate agent?
No.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't an No, that was like the party.
Yeah. Party planner. You're right.
There's an agent. There's though I think she was trying to get off.
Okay.
And she was also at their watch party that Katie and Tamra.
Oh, yeah.
A very tall black lady.
Anyway, yeah,
So
it's disappointing to say the least.
yeah, so that's just like that. But yeah, I think Kitty got muddied up with the Gretchen of it all, in the Slade and the toe the line. So which brings us to Matt.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad he came out there.
Yeah.
I'm glad he defended his wife. He actually, stood, as they say, 10 toes down for her. Was he a little sharp with ladies? Yeah, but I was when Shannon said, "Oh, he's shaking," just let him talk so he can get out of there.
So
he's shaking because he's so pissed off because because Gretchen's trying to screw with him.
it's his first time at a reunion.
Right.
Was he there last year?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
So anyway,
None of them
first time at a
matter.
reunion, he's there, he's trying to defend. I get why he's shaking. I think it's smart, and this is where this whole Shannon's clueless and hapless and doddering, I don't buy it at all, because she was so right to turn to Gretchen and say, don't argue. The less you engage with them, the sooner this will all be over. He'll be out here, and you don't have to even address or give him a chance to say it.
Gretchen can't help herself. The second he came out there, you could tell she was worried.
Oh,
she was scared. She was breathing heavy.
Yeah.
She looked concerned.
She was giving him her full undivided attention so that if he said something, she could pounce on it immediately.
With her Slade talking points that they rehearsed. Maybe had an earpiece in.
and this whole thing about Slade not being there, thinking about it after seeing that, had Slade been there, then it would have given Matt and Slade the opportunity to go at each other dirty. Whereas I'm sure Slade said, if I don't go there, Matt can't come at you the way he would come at me.
Right, exactly. And also he's the only man in a room full of women. And so the second he made that remark about her being, on the cast, the second he made that remark about her being the fourth wife, everyone's like, oh, it's that whole, how do you talk to women like that? When a woman's coming at you and saying gleefully, you're the first one who said that, you thought that
Eddie was gay.
And you said, how do you react to that? He was so frustrated. That's why he was shaking it, Shannon.
Yeah.
He was shaking with anger because this is bullshit.
Here's my thing. I understand why Matt, Matt
came in hot.
He came in hot. But I also, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt was like, oh yeah, the first time I met Eddie, he seemed really gay. And he would say it and throw it away and not even think twice about it. Whatever. I'm not bent out of shape about it. I wish that we were at a point where being gay wasn't an insult or any sort of derogatory connotation to it.
Right. I wish that Gretchen had used it as a deflection, because that's what she clearly was doing.
Yeah.
Because it derailed the conversation. Even Andy was like, "You're about to land the plane. Right. Can you get back to that?" And he was pissed about are we really going back to calling someone gay?
Right.
This is so 2012.
But I would have really, really, really been okay had Matt said, "Yeah, I said that because when I met him."
I don't think he said that.
Even if he did,
I don't believe it. I don't believe a fucking word that comes out of Gretchen's mouth.
I think he did. I think he said it because he did follow up and try to defend. Right. Because you just told me that you walked in on him having sex with another man sometime.
Or someone said that. Or some bullshit.
So
still, I don't believe it.
Regardless, I think it's totally stupid. It's dumb that it even came up. But
she used it as deflection.
Right.
That's all we need to say.
And I think had Matt said, so what? What's that have to do?
I don't care about that. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
I don't care about it.
Yeah.
I don't care because she's using it as a deflection, and she's just because she knows that he knows the truth.
Right.
That this is the conversation that happened with him and Slade.
And so
there was many text messages, and that's many phone calls.
That's the other part, and we mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it earlier, is that they're also hanging their hat on, we never said hold the line. That's your thing. And so they're going to do this whole damn legalese thing of we never said that. It's no, you may have not said the words hold the line, but everything about your message was back Gretchen up. Don't stray from the story that we've already been spinning. And that's what gets Gretchen the ability to say we never said that. And as long as that exists on reality TV, that's where Andy could step in and say, did you say anything like that? And ask the questions you may not have said those exact words.
But Annie did say, if this had happened, you would have been saying it everywhere that Tamra drugged you. You would not want to be on a cast with someone who drugged you. So
he started defending her.
He makes, it's a valid point. She would say that, but that's why, one, it didn't happen. She was not drugged. She did not go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. But yes, she said it to Katie and Matt. 100%.
And
That's what you should have discerned.
Right.
Like, you would have gone and like said, from here to heaven, would have called the police. Tamra Judge drugged me. It didn't happen, but you wanted to throw this out there for some suspicion to turn Katie and Matt against Tamra,
Right.
and your campaign to get on the show. So it would be the three of them against, and they would get everyone else in. And finally, Gretchen would have her revenge that she's been waiting for since 2015.
Right.
Like, actually earlier to have.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Shit.
Yeah. I have no follow-up to that.
Yeah. So it's just really just bugged me, and how she kept interrupting him and wouldn't let him, actually say, this is what happened. I was there. You weren't on the phone with Slade. I was there. I am telling the truth here. I am not a liar. Like, I said some snarky things, but I am not a liar. So I believe Matt. I believe Katie in this respect. I'm so over that entire freaking couch, from Jenn to Emily to Shannon to Gretchen. They could just go scratch. Like, it just so bugs me.
Yeah.
Like, this reunion just bugged me. Like, I'm irritated.
Yeah. I wish Tamra had handled things differently throughout the course of the season. I think she was performing a little too hard, trying to keep her orange, or,
I think it wasn't disappointing. I think she was spinning out, and she just didn't have a hold of herself, and like was just being really too irrational and needed to get a hold of herself.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I think had she been a little bit more, I think herself, and a little less producey, and I think just a little bit more, just sticking to the truth and the facts without trying to like gild the lily, so to speak, and embellish everything, I think she would have proven her points much better. And instead, she's like gotten caught up in this muck and mire of, the whole single white femaling of Jenn and all these different elements that she's trying to like
and
exaggerate.
Just and the quitting of it all and whatnot. If it's like how we said, if Gretchen had come clean and not relied on stuff from the past, if Tamra had just ignored Gretchen, if she had just been like, whatever, Jenn. Yeah, it wasn't her best moments. But were it not for Tamra and Katie, what would the season have been about? Had Tamra actually quit in New Orleans, what would the season been about? What would they have done?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure they would have found something boring to talk about.
There's no drama. Like, I mean, would they have flipped on Shannon and been like, had an intervention?
They would have gone improv with Heather.
They would have gone improv with Heather. It would be like whole like, let's try improv, and she would, and she's like, oh, that whole. Sorry, going back, we forgot about Heather and
Gina having
taking her. Like, let's from now on because it did happen and it is real. Heather has a career. She's an actually working actress. Stop making fun of it. It's not cool. Yeah, let's move on.
I saw the Clorox commercial with her and Brittany.
Brittany Cartwright, yeah.
That was definitely some acting. What we're forgetting about is next episode must bring up the whole social media post of Gretchen's.
It's that, and also it's Tamra allegedly talking to bloggers and leaking the entire season of, and then I went to a lunch with Katie, and then I went to here with there.
Yeah,
all the leaks that came out.
There comes a point with me where I'm tired of people defending Gretchen. It's indefensible.
Yes.
I don't want her on the show.
I don't want to hear she's been good to me. Fuck off.
Yeah, that whole idea, the whole idea of like, and it just permeates society today in general, is just like, I don't have any problem with like this, that, or the other group. They've never done anything bad to me. And it's like, we shouldn't be putting people's, character or their just existence in the balance of they've never done anything bad to me.
Because then it's all about you and not like the actual person who's being harmed by the person who is your friend.
Right. And so it's like the whole idea of like, oh, he's gay guys like us. Like, oh, well, they're not this type of gay or that type of gay, and they've never done anything bad to me. It's like, that shouldn't even be part of the conversation. It should just be like, we all have a right to exist. So when it gets down to this whole thing of Gretchen, I don't want to, it's indefensible. And I just don't think, especially for a show like Now, I get that, like, Orange County Housewives, the show, there's a conservative element to it, and it's supposed to appeal to that. But Bravo as a whole is a very liberal network. And so, like, for them to be co-signing this...
We have this conversation, though. It's not that they're liberal. They focus on people who might be liberal. But they don't. Bravo doesn't get into politics. It's very rare.
Yeah.
No, period. They don't do it. Like, it only happens like once a blue moon, i.e. Carol making it her whole story that one season when Hillary was running for president.
I get it production-wise they don't, but the whole, like, tilt of their network is...
But focusing on gay people doesn't make you liberal.
No, I get that. But
so just because you have shows where there are prominent gay people doesn't... Yes, you are progressive, but you don't want to lose your entire audience. That's why we're not pointing out who's Republican and who's Democrat.
Right.
You know, they're not focusing on that because they want everyone to just hate someone or like someone for who they are, not for who they voted for.
Right.
We only get into these details online.
Right.
Where, like, they can be like, I know so-and-so's a registered Democrat.
They have now brought that into Orange County with this whole Gretchen thing. And so...
Right. But it depends on what they do with it.
Right.
If Gretchen's back, then they don't give a crap about politics. Next season. And she could come back next season.
She better not come back.
I would be really upset if she comes back.
I really hope not.
I was upset that she was coming back, period.
Yeah.
From the day one they announced it.
You used to not even want to mention her name out loud.
Exactly. Because she was like Beetlejuice. Don't bring her up and she won't come out.
Or shit, Candyman.
Both. Slade is Candyman. She is Beetlejuice. And we've said their names many a time, and now here they are.
I tend to believe that they won't bring her back, only because I think they brought Alexis one season. I think they brought Gretchen one season. I think for season 20, they're going to bring Vicky back now. And I think they're going to make that happen and see if that sticks. And I think that'll just be the, kind of, we've gone down memory lane and now we're done with it. We're going to move on from there.
Like, aside from the whole, the posts on social media, I think just the fact that Gretchen didn't bring anything new and was focusing on things from years ago, old beef, just shows she's not evolving with this show. Why we're not doing season 6 of OC. This is season 20 of OC.
But it's the same way Alexis was really, really beating the whole John Jansen thing to death, or at least that's
right. She also did herself. I mean, I loved Alexis, but she did herself no favors. She also was her own worst enemy.
Right.
I feel like this woman come back to the show and they just don't know how to, like, navigate the show.
Right.
And it just...
Because they probably feel like it's riding a bike, and they're like, well, the bike I was riding was this bike from 15 years ago, and it just makes it a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think with Alexis, had she just said, I'm not going there, Shannon. That's between you and John. Like, I'm not... Please don't talk about my not fiance, my boyfriend. I love him. I'm sorry I didn't work out with you. But... she was just like, I'm going to defend, like, she was going to the mat for John.
Right.
In a way that was like, no, now it's all about John and nothing about you.
Right.
And how you are currently interacting with these women.
Right.
And you're also beating up on, not really, but the audience sees you as beating up on someone who is down and had a DUI and could have killed people. And,
Well, that'll be the same thing. Like, I'm sure next season... They have to be bringing Vicky back. They might have even been like, hey, Tamra, can you do some social media that makes it look like this is all happening in real life?
No, I think that's not the network. That's Tamra saying, I want Vicky back. I want Shannon out.
They're not here. They're not getting rid of Shannon, especially next year. Not next year. I mean, a year out.
Oh.
I mean, I think that they're going to have a good 20th anniversary and make it all, cool.
Actually, you're probably right, because they want, now that there's been... The Trace Amigas keep flipping sides about who they like, so that would be interesting to see them all back. And so, yes.
Especially if Vicky comes up next year with her, lips stuck to Tamara's ass, then Shannon can be like, why are you being like this? Why? And just, can be completely freaked out about it. So it's something.
Shannon's completely freaked out about anything in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So I keep looking behind me to see, like, we talk about all the ladies, but we don't have them behind us.
I know. We should have, like, brought...
We have the sphere.
I think so. We didn't really get much... Emily didn't talk much, thankfully.
No.
I was just really annoyed by her last week and just how she treated Katie. Gina, Didn't the Heather thing.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
it.
like, whatever.
That's all Heather really had.
Shannon didn't have much. Tamra didn't have to like tell her to shut up 10 times. So yeah, it was Katie and Tamra and Jenn and Gretchen.
Yeah.
So if you're in the middle of the couch, we don't want to hear from you.
They'll have something to say next week, maybe. So.
Well, they will when all this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we have a full day of BravoCon tomorrow.
Yes.
We got it there like 9 a.m.
Well, 9:30, DJ Meredith goes on with her set, and then.
Well, I mean, you gotta bet we'll be dancing. It's 9:30 in the morning, and we're big dancers, right?
Totally.
Look at me dancing.
Look at me. I am raising the roof.
So, yeah, big old day tomorrow. We'll pop on some sort of live or something. I don't know, but
We'll put some content out there.
Yeah, we'll throw some content, and maybe we'll even do maybe we'll come back here afterwards, do a recap if we have time at some point.
Yeah, so the day. Yeah.
And we'll talk about it next time.
Till next time.